Mambo, beautiful people. One thing you should do when you visit either Mombasa or Diani is go on a tour to Fort Jesus. It is really interesting and educating. So we arrived at the fort with a mouse safari and he handed me over to Eric. Eric was my tour guide at Fort Jesus. When you arrive at the fort, you would actually find locals that can take you on a tour in the fort, but I won't advise it simply because I don't feel they are detailed enough, honestly, because I experienced that firsthand. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, thank you. It's Rukemo, where you get all the positive vibes. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let me tell you why you should use Eric as your tour guide. So I started my tours plenty minutes ago. Eric sat me down, gave me history. During my tour, halfway my tour, some people came for tourism with normal person. Do you know that these people are finished before us? Because the man was just showing them, pointing, oh yeah, see this one, let's be going. So I'm going to drop Eric's number and you guys are going to use Eric. Like you need to use Eric.
Eric is here.
But Eric, you are really a good lecturer. Like you know how to open somebody's brain for the person to listen. I had a nice tour with you. And I'll do that again if I'm given the opportunity. This is the point I officially introduce you guys to Eric, my wonderful tour guide at Fort Jesus. Okay, so this is my tour guide. What's your name? I didn't even ask.
My name is Eric.
Zeric. Eric is really a good tutor. I don't know, a good tour guide. He really sat me down and made sure I listened. I didn't even find it difficult listening to the history because I'm a science student. I was like, too much English. But I enjoyed it.
The science student was a good...
He said I'm a good student. So, to begin the tour proper, Eric took me to Mazuri Hall, which was formerly the Parliament Hall where meetings were held.
The knives.
Yes. Wow. So guys, this is the Parliament where the Arabians, the British and the locals used to have their meetings. And this is a pictorial representative of what used to happen. That's the Sultan and his people. These are the British captains. And these are the locals. They will always sit on the floor. That's Africa for you. So this is it. Fort Jesus is actually the oldest monument in Mombasa. In Kenya entirely. Wow.
Since 1593.
Guys, what you see right here is the original wall of Fort Jesus. This was actually preserved even after the renovation that went on there. Eric gave me a long history on how the fortress was built, who built the fortress, the dramas that ensued, and also because the fortress location is strategic, this fortress was continually fought over by the Arabs and Portuguese and the British. It was captured and recaptured 9 times. The fort was also subjected to an epic siege that lasted 2 years and 9 months, guys. Are you kidding me right now?
You can see the fort was actually carved from rock. These ones upon a time used to be a solid rock.
Passage of the
Arches.
Yeah.
So the ships could come and dock outside there, and then all the weapons were brought inside the fort using that entrance.
Wow.
And we have a certain cave here that was being used as the ammunition store.
Wow.
During the time of the Portuguese.
Wow.
But during the British era,
yes,
that place was one of the cells where
prisons.
the men...
Hey! Imagine being imprisoned in this kind of place. Nothing like light, too.
You can imagine.
Oh my God, this is terrible. This is so terrible.
Ammunition store during the Portuguese time. Cell.
Oh.
Prisoners.
Oh my God.
They can go in.
This is a tourist-friendly environment. Kindly do not. Who urinates here? What sort of indiscipline is that? Oh my God. How can this place be a prison? I can't even breathe.
how hard it was for those people.
The heat. Oh my God. The person will die before. No. Oh my God. And now they might put a lot of people, not just one person. Once upon a time in East Africa, there was a beautiful island called Mombasa. Mombasa used to be a slave trade zone for the Arabs, the Omani Arabs precisely. They used to use the Indian Ocean as their route to take the slaves to, India or Middle East. While somewhere far in West Africa, the Portuguese were also doing their slave trade business. The Portuguese gradually came to fight the Arabs in East Africa and actually won over the coast of East Africa. So they settled in Mombasa. And at this point, the Portuguese thought, why don't we build a military base, which is now the current Fort Jesus I am showing to you guys. Fort Jesus was built by the Portuguese in the year 1593 to 1596. And it was built to resist cannon fire. It was built by the order of King Philip II of Castile. This is already sounding like Game of Thrones, guys. As you watch the video, you will notice a combination of Portuguese, Arabs, and British elements.
Wow. So Mombasa was the first capital city in Kenya until 1906 when it was transferred to Nairobi.
So this is the gun holes for soldiers to shoot anybody that is ready to play smart.
Yeah, anyone who is coming across the fort could be shoot, and you can see the way it is.
Yes.
It's wide, and there it goes and becomes narrow.
Yes.
In a way that, for me, I could see any enemy coming.
Yes, but
for enemy, it was not easy for you to see.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember where we were? The second gate.
Okay.
So all the weapons were brought inside the fort using this entrance.
From the sea?
From the sea. The ship could come and dock there.
Yes.
And then all the weapons were brought inside using that entrance.
And stored in that.
And remember also the Arabs. The
slave trade.
They were taken from the holding point through that entrance
and
to
just
the ship.
Straight to the ship.
Yeah.
You don't need to run away. And this is controlled by 5 soldiers.
Yeah.
And this is the symbol
British
of England.
yeah.
British.
And now you can see we have another watchtower. So anyone who was there was able to see any ship that was coming from the deep sea.
Yes.
So you can go there and see if you will be able to spot any ship coming.
Yes. Okay. I should enter.
So you'll be the Portuguese soldier, right?
Yes. Ooh. Wow.
From that point, can you see any ship coming from the deep sea?
I can see all the ships.
Wow. You can see another watchtower still to view the deep sea.
These people really meant it.
Yeah, in each and every point there was a watchtower.
Wow.
And this one used to be a kitchen.
The Portuguese used Fort Jesus as a military base. The Arabs used it as a slave trade zone. The British used it as a prison, and the Arabs again used it as a barrack when the slave trade was abolished. Some of the historical structures still standing in Fort Jesus include Omani House, which was the house of the Sultan who governed the East African coast.
So this is where the Sultan used to live. Remember when they conquered the fort, 1698, they made the fort to be the Sultan's palace. And now this is where the Sultan was located, famously known as the Omani House.
Wow.
So just like the other building where we were, the parliament, also here they have done some renovation. And they just want to show how Oman is currently. So it's all about marketing Oman.
Okay.
Yep.
There is still an open water system that was built by the Portuguese for harvesting rainwater, and also a 76-foot deep well sunk by the Arabs. But then its water was too salty to be used for anything but washing. The Arabians. And it's sea house water.
You can see.
Are you joking?
23 meters deep.
God is great. 1698.
1698. Over 300 years.
Oh my God, and the well is still existing. God is too much. So a lot of war happened in...
That's how their toilets were. Remember, there were no women here.
Yes.
So for the Portuguese soldiers to come, and then they pee here.
Okay.
And then poop here.
Eee.
Toilets.
And yes. To think that there was a lot of war that happened here. So what's inside here?
This is the wall. You can see. So
The toilet wall. Okay.
Yeah, more toilets on the other side. So all the shit will go out.
Yes. It will go to where now? And now Mombasa is so peaceful. I like it here.
There is a grave here.
Who did they bury here again?
There is a skeleton that was discovered here in 1990. And then when the archaeological department did their research, they discovered it was a skeleton of one of the Portuguese soldiers. But later now the museum decided to rebury the skeleton 6 feet deep. And then they came up with a replica to show. During the time of the Portuguese, this was the kitchen, and they were using firewood. So you can see the chimney, the cooking pot could be placed here, the firewood, and then when the food was ready, it was brought here, and then the soldiers would line outside and they were served from outside. And then they could go and enjoy their meal in the
dining hall. Yes. Yes.
You can see more.
Okay.
During the British era, remember it was a prison, the entire fort. This is where female prisoners were being put
To cook.
No, the female prisoners were being jailed here. Not during the Portuguese time, it was a kitchen.
Yes.
During the British time, it was a cell.
During the Arab time, what was it?
It is
nothing. Wow.
And the museum have been using these as a curation. That's why you can see all these decorations.
Okay.
But since COVID started, no more business.
Yes. And we came out again through here. Oh my God.
And when you visit most of the old towns along the coast,
Yes.
you find most of the buildings has got such doors.
Yes.
This kind of a door or this style was introduced in East Africa by the Arabs.
Okay.
That's why they're famously known as Omani doors.
Omani doors.
Very expensive.
Oh wow. Wow.
And you could tell if the family was rich or poor by looking at the door. They are the most decorated.
Welcome to the art gallery here at Fort Jesus. In this place, you would find different artifacts excavated from different historical sites. So during that 2 years, 9 months siege I told you guys about, a Portuguese ship arrived at Mombasa without knowing that the fort was under a siege. And when the Arabs discovered the ship, they sank that ship. So 300 years later, the Kenyan government did an excavation to get the remains of the sunk ship. They got some ornaments, some, plates, some. So in this place, you would see the things that were gotten from the excavation, and also some stuffs just for historical sake. Some stuffs like the chairs of the royal people and a lot of things. So this art gallery in itself is another educating site to be.
Sites to this museum.
Okay.
All these were brought from India in 17th century. Such seats were meant for the special people like kings. In India, celebration drums, a passion. The Arabs, they could use such to store their valuables.
They have money.
No, right now, nothing. You can see from this point.
Some historical sites of Kenya.
From the south, Wasini. Can you see?
Weapons
That were being used during that era.
Yes.
instruments, musical instruments, 19th century.
So after they are dealing with us, they will now come and be enjoying their life.
No, this one are just placed here for display.
Okay,
to show
okay.
things that were used in
Yes.
certain strap that
Mm.
coconut.
Mm.
Then to use it in cooking. This is another historical site located in the north coast, Malindi.
What's the name of the place?
Gedi ruins. Initially, it was a Swahili village, and when the Arabs came, they made it to be their kingdom, but later it came to decline.
Africa is really a beautiful place. No wonder they are jealous of us. I can't guess. I thought it was dinosaur, but you said there's no dinosaur.
Many people normally say it is a
It looks like a dinosaur.
Then others try to say it is an elephant.
No, I don't think this is an elephant. This looks like something that has a curve.
It was a whale.
Oh my God. What sort of big whale is this? Is this how whale is big?
It can be bigger than this.
Are you serious?
This one was found in 1992 in the north coast, and it was dead. So it seems it died from the deep sea. So the Canadians.
Only 25 years and is this
What
big?
about 70, 80,
Yes.
100 years can be much bigger than this.
Oh my gosh.
But of all the species of whale, this is humpback whale. But of all the whale, blue whale is the largest.
Okay.
With the humpback, the weight can go up to 44 tons. But
Wow.
with the blue whale, it goes up to 200 metric tons. You can imagine how big the weight of blue whale. Not really the weight. A ton of a whale. Blue whale is equivalent to the weight of an elephant.
A
So
ton of
you have
a
ever seen an elephant here?
Yes.
So you can imagine just a tongue of a whale.
The tongue of a whale.
It's equivalent to the weight of an elephant. So you can imagine how big a whale can be.
It's really big, oh.
Very big. But you know, okay, some projects that British started when they came.
Yes.
So they started the construction of Kenya-Uganda Railway in 1896 to 1901.
Yes.
These
So
were the
this
trolleys,
is-
the street trolleys they were using. This one to carry goods and that one to carry people. And not
Okay.
everyone could sit on that, only the British.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, is it black they want to carry?
So the black would be used to push them.
They will, they will push them. Oh.
Imagine.
Oh my God. I'm the British girl, and that is my black African
Oh my God.
pushing me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let me do a revision of what you told me. Like a summary of everything. The Arabians were here before the Portuguese. The Arabians were here in the East African coast,
Yeah.
doing slave trade and living peacefully. Not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
peacefully because they are doing slave trade. So the Portuguese were there from the West Coast,
Africa.
trying to conquer the whole of East Coast,
Yeah.
and they tried to come in through Mombasa.
Yeah.
And Mombasa, on the other hand, already had the Arabians.
Exactly.
So there was a war between the Portuguese and the Arabians,
Yeah.
and the Portuguese conquered. So the Portuguese turned this place into a fortress.
Yeah.
They turned here into a fortress
A military base, yeah.
and a military base.
Uh-huh.
So as you can see, the fort is so large and big.
Yeah.
And you know, Arabians, they are unforgiving. So Arabians came back with a bang. In what year?
1696
With a hot siege that lasted 2 years
and 9 months.
and 9 months.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
a siege. They conquered the whole of Mombasa, and it was only this fortress that
Yeah.
was left. And they eventually conquered the Portuguese.
Exactly.
And they sent the Portuguese away and came back.
Yeah.
So 9 years later, British
The
came.
British came.
And you know how British use English and paper to solve issues and do wayo.
They are
So
big.
the,
They were
the
smart.
British came very smart. The British came and helped them abolish trade slave.
They came with this bill that will give you protection against the Germans from Tanzania.
Yes, because the Arabians needed the protection from any
from European countries.
European country, and they chose British, and it was a wise choice.
Yeah.
So the British came with treaties and agreements that was going to benefit both the British and Arabs.
Yeah.
And the Mombasa locals were involved, but not really involved. They were just there in the background. And yeah, they stopped the slave trade. And what else again? And at the end of the day, they got freedom. They got independence.
Yeah.
But still, independence was not gotten like that until the Kenyan people came to revolt against British harsh treatment.
Yeah.
So when that one happened,
the British decided to give in, and in 1960 they declared this place as a historical site.
Yes.
And then 1963 it was handed over to
Independence of Kenya. And after 1960, though the thing is, up till now, there are huge lands that can't be owned by Kenyans, which is really sad. It's owned by the British. Then, but the British help people to abolish trade. So maybe that is their cut.
Yeah, you can imagine.
And they brought development.
You can imagine most of the treaties that were signed during that time, they were going all the way to 99 years. But later, the British came to change. And they had to do this in collaboration with the Kenyan government in a way that those tracts of land that were owned for 99 years could be on the
renewed the contract.
Exact. Wow. So from 99 they added another 9 to be 999 years. You can see how our leaders are doing in their own favors and favoring this.
African leader stuff is really round Africa. It's not only in Nigeria. I used to think it was only Nigeria that had issues with leadership. So please, youths, let's try and open our eyes. Let's not reach that point that we are in a place to save our people and we end up collecting those peanuts and not doing what is right. Imagine adding 1 night to 99 and they have how many nights? 999 years.
From 99.
They have already taken the land. There's no need.
So we need to come up.
Thank you, Eric, for educating me. I really learned so much. I didn't want to go into details about everything, but thank you. It was really great having you as my tour guide because you are so detailed, you are so gentle, and you take me nice pictures and videos.
Humble.
Thank you. Asante sana.
Karibu sana.
Yeah.
Can you see where, just have a look. This is how now the trade was conducted along the Indian Ocean. You can see they could follow the East African coast from Oman. Can you see where Muscat is? At top there, Muscat. Muscat. That's the capital city of Oman. So they could come all the way to Madagascar. And then they could go to India, which was the main destination, all the way to China.
Wow.
And then here they are showing how the trade was conducted. They could bring spices to Kenya. From Kenya they could get ivory, slaves, and other natural resources.
Oh my God. For human beings. So this is the Kenyan president and he's the son to the first president of Kenya.
They own Kenya, everything.
Actually, how can my father rule then? I'll come back and rule.
This is how now, these Omani Arabs, they are very rich in terms of culture.
Yes.
So for me as an Omani guy, I have to dress like this with that culture knife. It's symbolic in their culture.
With knife?
Yeah.
Why?
It is their culture.
They are ready to fight anytime.
Yeah. And now for their races, it's all about beauty.
Yes, so see the gold on our head. Okay, I see.
More photos about Oman. This is how Oman is. So it's all about marketing Oman.
Okay, but this is a pictorial model of Fort Jesus. So that's why it's called Fort Jesus. Because it was built as a sign of the cross by the Portuguese.
You see the 2 arms.
Yes. The legs. So this is where I entered from, and we came here and you took me to this place and we came out and saw this right arm and we went back to the head where we saw the ocean and we came back to
Fort Jesus was declared a national park in 1958. It was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 2011. It is highlighted as one of the most outstanding and well-preserved examples of 16th century Portuguese military fortifications. It is Mombasa's most visited tourist attraction. Your trip to Mombasa City cannot be complete without visiting Fort Jesus. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you learned something from it. And if you think you want to also correct me or teach me, I was only a tourist that wanted to make a video and share my knowledge with you guys. Please use the comment section below to teach me more, just in case I didn't say some things. And I want to thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Asante sana, nakupenda. Love you guys.